Testing, testing. mean. Thank you. Good evening, members. First item, apologies. If anybody has any? Nope. That's good. Moving on. Oh. Councillor Hockey.
Yeah, just apologies from Councillor Nelson. Thank you.
Declarations of interest. Any declarations of interest, or we can take them up for going through the meeting? No, thank you. I'm just conscious this evening we have a workshop after this. I know we have a late agenda tonight, so we're just conscious of the time and to try and keep things moving. Our first item is the business plan report 3.1. It's an information item. We've had these papers now a few days, but has any issues, any questions around that? Mr. Tinsley? Or Alderman, sorry, Lord.
There's that. Chair, I've had many titles going on. You can't keep up. Sure, you can't. Chair, no, not. I know it's for noting here, but I mean, it would be remiss to not to go through and say, you know, the amount of work that's going on is just, it's just excellent. One thing I would say though is that a lot of it is, maybe that's the next one. Maybe I'm going on to the wrong one. Is it the next one? Sorry, I wanted to raise something. Hold on to check. Yep, no, sorry, Chair. It was the next one I wanted to bring up. Yes, hang on. I'm getting confused. Is this? No, I'll wait to the next one. Sorry, Chair. Sorry.
Okay, Lord Mayor, no problem. Any questions around the business plan? Item 3.1. No, just moving on. Happy to note. Okay. Item 4.1, health and recreation report. That's another item, information item. And let's see now. Lord Mayor.
Thank you, Chair. And yes, it was just the list of all of the different reports that has been going on, you know, all the different initiatives. Some I am aware of because I've been involved with them as Lord Mayor. However, there's quite a lot of those there that I actually haven't heard of what we're doing. But I think that they're really, really good. And I think it's disappointing that, you know, even yourself as Chair of Leisure, maybe should be out there promoting these. I think that's something that we really need to look at here in Leisure. We are doing so much out there. And I mean, and this is not negative when I say this, but wherever I am and there's a good news story with the Chair of Economic Development, they're there promoting it. And I think that's fantastic because at the end of the day, it's coming out of their budget. So I honestly do believe that whoever is the chair, and it's not because you're in the chair and you're my party, but whatever chair is in, you know, leisure services, I think it's something we need to look at going forward, doing a bit more promotion with that. So just if we could take that on board, and just well done to all of these initiatives. Thank you.
Councillor Hockian.
Thank you, Chair. And yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge the report. It's always good to have a more general overlook of some of the work that's going on, and no doubt this only kind of touches on the edges of it. And I just wanted to draw attention to 3 individuals in particular who've been absolutely excellent in the North Lurgan area. Alex Clifford, Laura O'Hagan and Roisin O'Hagan. And they're 3 really solid officers who are more than helpful anytime their approach for help in the area. So I just wanted to make that comment and put it in record. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councillor. Anyone else? Any questions around item 4.1? Nope. Happy to note. Next item is item 5, correspondence. There is none. So just at this juncture, we'll go into confidential. Can I seek proposer Councillor Hockey and Secretary Councillor Evans that we go into confidential? Members and online viewers, in accordance with the Schedule 6 of the Local Government Act, we will now be moving into a confidential session of the Council. This means that we will be turning off the public feed of the meeting. This will be returned when the meeting is restarted. Can I ask ICT officers to please turn off the feed and confirm with me when the confidential section of the meeting can proceed. Thank you. Alderman Baxter.
Yeah, just a brief point. I know when we go to development committee, some nights the papers are quite a bit more than they are here. So I'm not sure. I know we had a bit of a restructure there with community come back to development, but when we see we're all coming here tonight for a 15-minute meeting, really, we maybe need to look at that again and see about bringing that back onto the papers. Or, why are the papers so late? I remember leisure committee used to be one of the heaviest committees in this council, and there's nothing coming to us here. What are we missing, or what's happening? What's changed? I suppose that's the question maybe that I have. And secondly, I think we're seriously need to look at maybe bringing that back. I know we've done that as a trial. But
Thank you, Alderman Baxter. And I think as part of the governance review, members did agree that there was a trial period by which the community development and would move to economic development committee, and then leisure committee would actually run as a separate committee. And I suppose the purpose of this committee was to factor in a range of workshops. We've workshops built in after each of the committee meetings for the next 3 months. I suppose we're still in that trial period. So the workshop that we have this evening is on the play strategy. And I do suppose, members, that was an opportunity to bring all members together, and then on the back of that there'll be further reports come back to this committee in terms of that particular project. But I suppose there was a previous report brought before this committee in terms of that particular approach, and members agreed and officers are implementing that approach as requested.
thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that response. Yeah, it's good that we're having workshops, building, because workshops are always very useful, I think, and it steers, the strategy of the council. But I'm just kind of conscious that we don't seem to be having the same level of decision making. I know workshops is one thing because that steers how we do it, but there doesn't seem to be the same level of an amount of decisions been made. So I'd be interested maybe to see, is that scheme of delegation? I know we did widen that out a while ago, but I think it's we maybe need to see what decisions are being taken under the scheme of delegation. I know they do come through maybe in emails, but in an actual format that maybe comes through to us every month to see, what has changed from a couple of years ago to now, because certainly it seems we're getting less and less at every meeting. It's not just leisure. This is right across the council. Like we go to the chief executive's report at full council meetings, there's rarely anything on it now. It just seems to be less and less that members are getting. So I'd be interested to see that as well. Thanks.
Thank you, Alderman Baxter. We've no any other business that was received today. So, folks, thank you for attending the meeting this evening. It was short and sweet, but we have our workshop at 7 p.m. in Lakeview Room 2 for our play strategy. Thank you.